Hmm. So if I just touch that, would it work? Screw it. No, wait. I suck at following instructions. Well, actually, no, let me be more clear. I don't suck at following instructions anymore. See, I've gotten a lot better with it now that I've been older, but back in the past, bro, it did not matter what you told me to do. I guarantee you I would have done it wrong. You asked me to go get you a drink. I'll get you a drink. It might not be the right drink or something you can even drink, but it's a drink. You asked me to go fix your car for you? Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna fix it for you. I'm gonna make sure everything's right. Even though you're gonna be missing an alternator, like, I don't know what it was with me when I was younger, but it did not matter what it was. If you assign me a task, I'm doing it wrong. And not just would I be doing the task wrong, I also couldn't follow rules to save my life, bro. You can ask anybody in my family, they will tell you I always stayed in trouble back when I was in school, dog. I used to have detentions lined up. And I'm not trying to flex this. This is nothing good. Like I said, this was me back then. I've grown from this. This ain't me no more. But at the same time, dog, like, I don't know what was wrong with me where I just couldn't follow directions or just, like, follow the rules, bro. Like, I don't know what my issue was. And one person who knew this better than anybody else was my grandma. Because you see, my grandma loves me, but at the same time, she's had to hit me on a couple occasions. See, I would always go to visit my grandma in Georgia during the summer. And when I was there, my grandma would always make me, my brother, and my cousin who lived there at the time go to church. And let me tell you right now, my grandma's a sweet woman. She's kind, caring, the type of person that wouldn't kill a fly. But if you saw my grandma on a Sunday morning, you would assume that she just got out of the U.S. Marines with the way she had that house moving, bro. Because my grandma was a Jesus freak. She just like me for real. And my grandma does not play when it comes to church. She is no lie a dictator on Sundays, dog. You waking up at 5 in the morning, you eating the breakfast that she already started cooking the day before you woke up. And you wearing the outfit that she picked out for you last night. And you gonna do all of this with the biggest smile on your face. And if you got an issue with any of this, then that's tough, little dude. What you finna do? Say no? And if you were like me and you hated getting ready in the morning, my grandma would ring you out. Alright now, y'all hurry up and get out and shower. Why you not in the shower? Shower? I don't feel like showering right now, you know what I mean? Like, I'll do it later, like, I just don't feel like. Where'd that belt come from? And my grandma was a kind woman, but she did not hesitate to put that leather to use when you started acting up. And I should know, because I got beat a lot. Like, a lot. Like, every other week. I was a bad child. And mind you, church doesn't even start till like 9 a.m. So we doing all this work super early just to get there before everybody else. And we live about 15 minutes away from the church, but for some reason we leave in the house at 6:30 on the dot. So now we outside this church at like 6:45 a.m. And like I said, the congregation doesn't start until 9. But that didn't matter because my grandma had the keys to the church, bro. She was locked in. So we inside the church at 7. Nobody else even show up till 8:30. But like I said, that doesn't matter because the only thing that's gonna stop my grandma from getting to church is God himself, bro. Like, there is nothing on this planet that can stop my grandma from entering into a church. W grandma. And along with us being there 2 hours earlier than everybody else with no form of entertainment, my grandma also had a whole bunch of rules when it came to church. You got the typical rules like no sleeping, stay off your phone, pay attention to the pastor, be respectful, yada 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 yada. But the number one rule that my grandma had above all else, no playing in the church. Playing in church would genuinely make my grandma tweak out. And my grandma made it clear every single Sunday morning that she was not gonna let us slide if we were to act up in the church. Now, I want y'all to listen closely to what I'm about to say. If I catch any of y'all in that church playing around, I'm gonna beat both of y'all so bad with the brown belt. For context, my grandma had 2 belts that she would use on us. The first one was the regular old run-of-the-mill belt that every black parent owns. But the second belt was the brown belt. The brown belt was this thick, layered leather belt that belonged to my granddad. And this belt was no joke. We were terrified of this belt, bro. I've been beat with this belt twice, and to this day, I still haven't felt pain that bad. So needless to say, we did not act up in church in fear of getting hit with Thor's hammer. And for the most part, we'd be on our best behavior to avoid my grandma's wrath. And I said for the most part because there was this one time where I really tested my grandma's patience. And you know what they say, bro. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So let me explain to you what happened right quick. So like I said at the beginning, we would be at the church 2 hours before everybody else. So that meant that we would be the main ones setting everything up. And the way how the church was laid out was when you walk in, there were 2 doors. The door on the right led to the kitchen room where my grandma and my little brother were getting the food ready for after the service. And the big door in the center was where the main hall was, where me and my cousin were at, who we're going to call Jay for right now. And our job was to basically sweep the floors and get stuff prepared for service. Whether that be arranging papers or moving boxes, my grandma just made sure that we were doing something. And it was like this every Sunday for us. So you can only imagine how bored we were every Sunday just doing church chores. But there's nothing that we can do about it because, like I said, my grandma was standing on business. So what do 2 12-year-old kids do when they're scared of their grandma but they want to have fun? Behave? No. We was gonna find some way to have fun. All we had to do was just not get caught. Simple. So me and Jay decided to play tag, and in order for us not to get caught, we were gonna take off our shoes so that way the carpet wouldn't make noise whenever we were running in our socks. Genius idea, I know, right? So we take off our shoes, I tag Jay, and now the game starts and he's gotta get me. And this was an intense game of tag, bro. I'm telling you, we was going back and forth. I was putting my heart and soul into this game, bro. So we keep playing, trying not to awaken our grandma who's in the kitchen. And as we're playing, Jay tags me. So now, I gotta lock in because I'm super competitive. And I'm gonna let you know right now, I refuse to lose to anybody, especially the family members around my age. And the way how we play tag reflects that, because the way how we play tag is if you tag somebody, you need to get back to base before they tag you back. And if you get back to base before they tag you, you win that match and the next match starts. So now I'm locked in, and by any means possible, I am going to tag Jay. So I get in position, and I full sprint at him because I do not want to lose this round. I am chasing this man, and I'm trying to get him, but I see him getting closer and closer to base. I'm running out of time. I gotta get him. I don't want to lose. So at a last-ditch effort, I do what any 12-year-old would do to make sure that they win. I dolphin dive tackled my cousin and knocked both of us on the ground to win a game of tag. And mind you, I felt like a king because I tagged him before he could get back, bro. I would. And I was so happy that I was ready to get up and just start bragging that I won. That wasn't until I got up off the floor and I realized what just happened. Because we get up off the floor and we look in front of us to see the table that represented base was knocked over, but the papers that we were supposed to arrange are scattered all over the floor. And the worst part was, you heard the sound of a kitchen door opening, then slamming back. And we start panicking because there's no way to fix it in time. And like I said, this is a small church, and there is no way that that's not my grandma coming out of that door. She knows what's happening, bro. Red alert. We only got a few seconds to even attempt to fix what we just did, bro. But before we even had the chance to move or think, boom! Grandma busts right through the door with the anger of 1,000 lions staring directly at us, bro. We were cooked. You could tell by the look in her eyes that she knew exactly what we were doing, and she was just waiting for one of us to say something. And I could see that she was 3 seconds away from beating us right then and there. But before I could even think of an excuse to try and get us out of this, it was Mark. He was running in the church. I told him to stop, but he just wouldn't stop playing around. And then he knocked over the table and knocked over all the papers. I tried to get him to stop, but he wouldn't listen to me, man. I don't know what to do. Bro ratted me out. Bro tried to throw me under the bus. Bro folded on me faster than Peter the disciple, bro. I was bamboozled. You my cousin. You supposed to stay solid, and you really gonna snitch on me like that? Like, we both didn't come up with the idea to play tag. So now we going back and forth arguing about whose fault it really was. And my grandma, who, mind you, at this point has not said a single word, snaps her fingers twice and says, "Both of you go sit down now. You sit over there, and you sit over there. And if I hear a peep out of either of you for the rest of the day, I'm beating you both with the brown belt." Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My fault. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we both sit on opposite sides of the church, and we don't say a word. The day continues. We go through the service as normal, and pretty soon, the day is over. And so we're heading back home. We're on the drive, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt relieved, because we may have gotten in trouble in that moment, but at least we didn't get beat, right? Right? Yeah. Like I said, my grandma does not let playing in the church slide, and we should have known that. And with that being said, man, thank y'all so much for watching the video, man. I hope every last one of y'all enjoyed this, man. I really put my heart into this. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, because I got no motion. And with that, all glory to God, and we out.